its path, riding through the wasteland where the dead still laugh. 6-gun ready, fate rides by my side. One wrong deal, now there's no place to hide. I ride with the cursed, I walk with the law. The dark flame in the saddle, no matter the cost. Ain't no light behind me, no mercy ahead. Just the devil grinning and the trail runs red. Moonlight trembles, bones lie bare. A ghost town weeps like it still cares. Whiskey bites deep, but it won't cleanse a sin. I hear death's whisper, he's creeping in. I ride with the cursed, I walk with the lost. The dark flame in the saddle, no matter the cost. Ain't no light behind me, no mercy ahead. Just the devil grinning and the trail runs red. Thunder crashes, ground groans below. Ravens circle high with tales they know. My past is a tomb, my soul a chain. Every step I take, they call my name. I ride with the cursed, I walk with the lost. The dark flame in the saddle, no matter the cost. Ain't no light behind me, no mercy ahead. Just the devil grinning and the trail runs red. So if you catch my shadow, best turn your eyes. No savings coming, no truth, no lie. Just a drifter fading into dust. Still riding with the curse because I must. I was born where the silence cracked, in a shack where the night never gave nothing back. No lullabies, no cradle tune, just a broken sky and a blood-red moon. They said I came when hope had fled. No prayers were spoken, just fear instead. The wind was the first to speak my name, and the fire wept without a flame. I roam the path where no graves lie, no angels weep, no alibi. Just smoke in my chest, thorns in my spine, and sins that rot like spoiled wine. I wasn't made to live, nor meant to die, just born beneath. 'Beneath the star that wouldn't shine. 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 'Beneath the star that wouldn't whispers crawl along every wall. They said you carry what we could not, a fate the heavens long forgot. The priest once tried to bless my brow, but his words turned ash, his hands turned foul. He cried, your soul's been split and sold to something darker than the cold. I roam the path where no graves lie, no hymns, no peace, just a hollow sky. The chains are rusted, the wind still bites, and my name ain't spoken in holy light. I wasn't made to live, nor meant to die, just born beneath a star that wouldn't shine. A single haunting slide, organ moans like grief from deep within. Faint child's whisper, where do one belong? Each mile's a scar I never chose. Each dawn brings voices only I know. The ones I loved, the ones I failed, now ride the storm that's on my trail. No loving arms, no home to find, just the hiss of dust and a twisted mind. And if I falter, if I fall, they'll drag me back through judgment's crawl. And I roam the path where no graves lie, a soul in smoke, a crooked cry. No stars above, no final bed, just a funeral song inside my head. I wasn't made to live, nor meant to die, just born beneath a star that wouldn't shine.
I was carved from dust and winds that moan, in a place where no one claims a stone. No cradle rock, no midwife's cry, just thunder rolling in a colorless sky. They said my birth was a broken sign. No hands reached out, no bloodline. The wolves howled first to mark my breath, and silence laughed in the face of death.
I walk a trail that leaves no flame, no light above, no given name, just soot on my hands, ache in my chest, and the ghost of sins that never rest. I wasn't born to live, nor meant to stay, just cursed where shadows slip away. I slept in homes where no one stayed, with voices sewn in a hymn of braid. They whispered, boy, your soul was sold to a wind that's bitter and a mountain's cold. The priest once knelt to read my fate, but his book burned black and sealed the gate. He said, this one walks where angels die, too far from truth, too deep alive. I walk a trail that leaves no flame, no altar, no end, no
sacred claim, just rusted prayers and hollow drums, and the sound of silence when judgment comes. I wasn't born to live nor meant to stay, just cursed where shadows slip away. Secondhand from men who fell in this burnout land. No lullabies, no woman's grace, just dust and scars upon my face. I don't dare sleep, I don't dare pray. The dead still call from yesterday, and if I ever pause or close my eyes, the road will turn and swallow my cries. I walk a trail that leaves no flame, no mercy there, no one to blame. Lightning breaks but never stays, just echoes lost in endless haze. I wasn't born to live nor meant to stay, just cursed where shadows slip away. No stone, no trace, just dust again.
Sunk deep in the burnout clay, smoke still clings though the fire's flown away. Empty helmets line the crimson dust, where honor bled and steel turned to rust. No bugle sounds, no flags remain, only shadows carved in pain. The wind stands still, but feathers fall, like ghosts still answering the call. I speak, and black wings paint the sky. They circle low, they don't ask why. They've seen it all, and still they cry. The crows still fly where soldiers lie. I drink to names no stone recalls, to brothers lost behind these walls. Their laughter echoes through shattered trees. Their breath is gone, but not their pleas. No sermons left, no choir to sing, just silence wrapped in broken wings. The wind stands still, but feathers fall, like ghosts still answering the call. I speak, and black wings paint the sky. They circle low, they don't ask why. They've seen it all, and still they cry. The crows still fly where soldiers lie. One crow watches from my right, another waits to end the night. They saw the fire, they saw the flame. They know my face, they know my shame. They perch like kin on bones I bear, as if they know what's buried there. Some men came home to cheers and grace. I came back to an empty place. No welcome here, just ash and bone. A war that made me die alone. The wind stands still, but feathers fall, like ghosts still answering the call. I speak and black wings paint the sky. They circle low, they don't ask why. They've seen it all and still they cry. The crows still fly where soldiers lie, and so do I. The fire burned down, but the ashes stay. Boots still wait where I walked away. A flask on the table, bitter and strong. It numbs the years that have gone too long. I've wandered roads that don't lead home, carrying ghosts I drink alone. So I'll raise my glass to those who bled, to the quiet ones the world calls dead. They ain't forgotten, not while I pray. Still waiting where the smoke won't fade. Yeah, I'm waiting where the smoke won't fade. They said we'd heal when we came back, but we brought shadows in every track. We came back wrong, broken and bruised, with too many truths we never could use. But I still call their names at night, so they don't vanish without a fight. So I raise my glass to those who bled, to the quiet ones the world calls dead. They ain't forgotten, not while I pray. Still waiting where the smoke won't fade. Sometimes I feel the judgment near, like thunder crawling close and clear. But every dawn just brings the same, an empty room, a whispering name. Maybe justice ain't fire and light, maybe it's breathing through another night. So I drink for them, the bold, the brave, who didn't run, who never caved. And when my time comes, I won't sway. I've got my truth, I've got my say. I raise this glass to those who bled, to the quiet ones the world calls dead. They ain't forgotten, not while I pray. Still waiting where the smoke won't fade. every hit let your cold wind blow. But you crossed that line, drew blood too deep. Now I'm the storm that never sleeps. You asked for the fire, now it's burning high. I don't kneel, I don't break, I don't cry. I ain't your fool, I ain't your game. I'll leave it all scorched, walk off in flame. Your grip don't hold, I've outgrown the chains. You threw the match, now I bring the flames. I don't forget, I won't rewind. You made a ghost that won't stay blind. You asked for the fire, now it's burning high. I don't kneel, I don't break, I don't cry. I ain't your fool, I ain't your game. I'll leave it all scorched, walk off in flames. Spark the heat, now feel the burn. No mercy here, no second turn. You built this cage, stone by stone. Now face the beast you should have known. You asked for the fire, now it's burning high. I don't kneel, I don't break, I don't cry. I ain't your fool, I ain't your game. I'll leave it all scorched, walk off in flames. I roam the roads where time stands still, where names are lost and graves stay filled. A loaded truth rides by my side, and wrath walks close, it won't divide. Dust runs deep beneath my tread. No church bells ring for the long time dead. No song, no lie, just a wicked grin. I torch the trail and ride again. They tried to hold me to what's gone, but ghosts don't beg, and I moved on. I wear my guilt like a second skin. Each word you broke still burns within. Dust runs deep she dies, the stars look down with empty eyes. If I fall in flame. No name to call, no one to blame. Dust runs deep beneath my tread. No church bells ring for the long time dead. No psalm, no lie, just a wicked grin. I torch the trail and ride again. don't save, it don't absolve, it just takes your name and lets it dissolve. In Black River baptism, a funeral lie, where sinners go when they're too tired to die. No angels sing, no dove descends, just a curse that flows and never ends. I knelt for mercy, but it pulled me in. Now I bleed black water from within. Ain't no grave, ain't no grace, just a river's face. They fell one by one, too good for this land. Calloused hearts, but open hands. Tried to help me, tried to pray, but the good die slow when I'm in the way. I watched them go, I still wide, like they saw the devil kneeling at their side. No peace, no sleep in their final breath, just the ache of truth right before death. Saying saints die with their eyes open wide. They see what's coming, they see what I hide. Carry their names like loaded guns, each one a weight that can't be undone. No heaven waits where I've been roaming. Can saints die with their eyes open? The preacher bled, trying to cleanse my soul. The sheriff cried like a 10-year-old. The girl I loved, she tried to stay. Now she haunts me in the light of day. I try to forget, but guilt don't sleep. It rides my spine and digs in deep. Every kindness I ever touched turned to ash, turned to dust. Yeah, saints die with their eyes open wide. The truth cuts deeper than the blade I hide. They saw the man I tried to faint, but they died knowing I'm soaked and stained. I never wept, but now I'm broken. Kids, saints die with the eyes open.
Ashes don't whisper, but I still hear her. She was light in a town built of dust and stone, the only thing I ever dared call home. Hair like copper in the dying sun, eyes that saw through what I'd become. We danced where even ghosts wouldn't stay. She held my hand, kept the dark at bay. But love, it paints a target bold, and someone came to watch it burn.
When fire took her name, left nothing but smoke. No grave to kneel, no words I spoke. They wanted me broken, they took her flame. Now the wind just howls her cursed name. She was all I had, now I burn the same, since the fire took her name.
They say the blaze was just bad luck, but lies leave ashes where truth gets stuck. I know the match was meant for me, but they chose her heart for their cruelty. She screamed once, then all went red. By the time I ran, she was already dead. Now every town I pass through glows with phantom flames only I know.
The fire took her name, stole what was mine. Now I drink to remember and kill to rewind. But you can't kill a shadow, can't drown shame. When the devil laughs every time you blame. She was all I had, now I burn the same, since the fire took her name.
Her voice in the smoke, her touch in the flame.
Some nights I see her in the drifting cold, whispers on the wind claw at my soul. I swore I'd find the hand that struck and bury it deep in brimstone muck. But even vengeance don't taste like peace, just feeds the fire that'll never cease. I don't live, I don't die, just roam with a heart that's smoke and skin like stone. Oh, the fire took her name, burned it in my chest, left me walking cursed, never to rest. No priest can cleanse, no rain can tame the storm that came when she lost her name. She was all I had, now I burn the same, since the fire took her name. chapel door. A crow causing distance, dust falling from rafters. I walked through the valley with blood on my hands. No angels sang, just the groan of this land. The chapel stood like a dying prayer. Cross half burned, no soul in the air. I came to kneel, to speak his name, but the Bible was soaked in someone else's shame. Dust on the pews, mold in the light, and every stained glass wept with blight.
There's dust in the chapel, no God in sight, just echoes of murder and pale moonlight. I searched for mercy, just found a flame. Blood on the verses, guilt without a name. I was begging for peace, but it never came. Just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins. Each one cried out like a forgotten war. Thou shalt not kill, but what if you must? When love dies first and all turns to rust. The preacher's chair was cracked and cold, his book left open, his story untold. No choir sang, no bell did ring, just wind through rafters like the devil's string. There's dust in the chapel and smoke in the light, and no holy water, just whiskey at night. I asked the sky, I cursed the flame, but the silence answered, always the same. She's gone, he's gone, nothing remains. Just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins. So I left my mark where the altar stood, scratched in ash, carved deep in wood. Forgive me not, for I won't plead. God turned away when I started to bleed. Now I walk this road that never ends. No graves, no saints, no love to mend. Each mile of prayer that goes unheard, each breath a sermon too twisted for words. There's dust in the chapel, faith turned to rust. No heaven waits for the likes of us. I begged for light, but I belong tonight. A cursed disciple, lost from right. I tried to believe, but belief was in chains. Just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins.
The soft screech of the vultures, a gun clicks. Wind howls over desert bones.
Boots worn thin on a dead man's land.
black lace veil with eyes gone dim. Her song rose slow like funeral smoke, each note a nail, each word she spoke. No one dared ask she came from, but chills ran cold when she begun. She sang of fate, she sang of flame, and every soul knew she knew your name.
She sang at the hanging tree with a voice like dirt and prophecy. Told her chains, told her pain, and the rope that waits in the pouring rain. I swear she sang that song for me. She sang at the hanging tree.
I came to town with blood on my back, running from ghosts lost in the track. But when I heard her haunting tone, I felt the gallows in my bones. She didn't blink, she didn't cry, just watched the sky like it might lie. Said, boy, the dead don't chase in vain, they follow breath, they drink your name.
She sang at the hanging tree with crows above and mud beneath. Each word she wailed cut through the air like she was born to curse and bear. And when she turned, she looked through me. She sang at the hanging tree. They say she vanished at first light, but I hear her song most every night when the wind curls round the cedar bark and the noose sways in the dark. Now I ride and ride, but I can't flee. I hear a voice behind each tree, and every time my fire gets low, I feel her humming in the glow. She sang at the hanging tree, not to warn but to decree that some men walk with no reprieve, no God, no grave, just dust and grief. And now her song won't set me free. She sang at the hanging tree.
Tombstone, hand engraved. He shoots from hell, don't need to be saved. Buried low, but he never rests. A soul with lead still in his chest. So if you hear that hammer moan, run from the trigger and tombstone. Stone crack.
here and Tombstone. Some say he died, some say he lied, but the wind still howls where he last cried. He ain't gone, just set in stone, with one hand on the trigger and one foot in the tombstone.
Bones on the saddle never fall, riding through dusk with no soul at all. Boots long gone, skin turned flame, but that fire still calls my name. Still on bone, the rain still tied, smoke in my ribs, eyes lost tonight. Ashes trail where I once bled, now I ride for the voices of the dead. Bones on the saddle, cursed to roam, no grave could ever call me home. Through fire, dust, and devil's cry, I ride the wind, I don't know why, with soul for breath and wheels of flame. Bones on the saddle, riding with no name. Ghost towns blink as I ride by, dogs don't bark and wells run dry. Vultures circle but they won't dare, ain't nothing left except death in the air. Once I lived, once I bled, now I chase what vengeance fed. That saddle's fused to what I am, a whispering soul with a smoking hand. Bones on the saddle, nailed by fate, burning trails through hell's back gate. I ride alone, but not at peace, a storm of rage that won't release. Where fire meets thunder, you'll know my name. Bones on the saddle, still playing the game. So if you hear hooves in the flame-lit dust, don't look close, don't dare to trust. That ain't a man, that's a tale too real, just bones on a saddle and a heart made of steel. They lit the fire, said their goodbyes, watched me burn under blood-red skies. But the flame don't kill what hate sustains. Now I walk this world charred and chained. Smoke in my lungs, ash in my soul, bones still glowing from the coals. The chains they used to hold me down swing like thunder when I come round. wheel through the devil's land, a walking blaze with the scorched command. No peace remains, no mercy claimed. I'll rise again, charred and chained. You'll hear me moan when the embers breathe, footsteps crunch where angels leave. They thought the fire would make me dust, but I came back burning with blood and heat in my stare. I ain't from hell, I brought it here. You'll see the glow before the pain, and feel the blues that can't be tamed. Charred and chained, fortune, grief, my soul's ablaze with fireborn and fury framed. No grave can hold what can't be named. So say your prayers or take your aim. You can't kill what's charred and chained. I ain't the man you burned that night. I'm the flame that walks without the light, still dragging chains through wind and flame, forever cursed, charred and chained.
I stood once tall, heart full of fight, but truth bled dry in the dead of night. Now I roam with the smoke in hand, where law and love both made their stand. They carved their lies in courtroom stone, left me for dirt, left me alone. No gavel falls, no angels sing, just bone on bone and a 6-shot ring. Hollow justice, cold and blind, no mercy left for your kind. Don't preach to me about right or wrong, I've lived too long where both are gone. The only law I now obey is the steel that keeps the dark at bay. My badge is gone, my faith turned ash, but I still walk with vengeance stashed. This ain't revenge, it's reckoning's breath, a ghost in boots delivering death. The wind knows names the law forgot, I see them all when the barrel's hot. I don't forgive, I don't forget, hollow hearts deserve what they get. Hollow justice whispered low by skeletons the world don't know. No court, no cross, no holy light, just me in the black of night. So pray your lies don't cross my track, 'cause I don't blink and I don't come back. There's no salvation, just a cost, and I collect what you have lost with a loaded heart and a broken name. I bring the dark, hollow justice with perfect aim.
No law to fear, the sound of chains I used to hear. Broke 'em loose in fire and stone. Now I walk this world alone. No cross above, no light behind, no master left to claim my mind. Dust on boots, smoke in my chest. I ride when no soul finds rest. From flame, no mark, no creed, no holy name. I ain't saved, I ain't on, just ashes, bone, and a will of stone. I walk the dark with head held high, bound to nothing, too mean to die. Of grace, of sin and gold, but I seen saints leave friends out cold. Now I don't beg, I don't confess, my only gospel emptiness. The chains you forged became my steel, the wounds you gave that never heal. But I wear them proud like a crown of rust. Your rules mean nothing to the dust. Bound to nothing, fierce and free, a shadow ride in eternity. No master's voice, no heaven's call. I'm the silence after it all. So light your fires, raise your knives, outlive kings and holy lives. By, don't ask me who, don't ask me why. I ain't lost, I ain't running, I'm just a flame. Bound to nothing. He don't speak, he don't sleep, rides the line with silent creeps. No heart left, no flesh to feel, just bones and rust and a turning wheel. His trails made of dust and dread, where prayers die and hopes long fled. No lantern swings, no voices call, just cursed wind and crows that fall. The last rider through the land of bone, cloaked in ash, forever alone. He don't look back, don't leave a name, just echoes scorched by ancient flame. One by one the fires expire.
but still he rides, the last rider. They say he died 1,000 times, hung by fate, betrayed by crimes, but death just blinked and let him go, to ride through realms where no life grows. Chains once bound and now they swing, a ghost of war, a broken king. Each hoofbeat shakes forgotten graves, a dirge for those no God could save. The last rider, cold as stone, with smoke for blood and steel for bone. He don't seek light, don't fear nightfall. He is the end, and he rides through all, a shadow long, a soul on fire, forever cursed. The last rider. Chill draw near, don't call out, don't show fear. He don't stop, don't answer quiet. He's the wind, the dust, the last rider. Just a shadow in the dust and weeds, cold steel grip in a broken hand, waiting quiet where the dead still stand. No more blood, no more pain, just smoke and echoes in his vein, buried deep but never tame. His finger rests on dead aim. Dead aim, no mercy left, eyes like coals, a soul bereft. No words, no grace, no plea to cry, just the silence before you die. From beyond the grave he claims his name with frozen hands and dead aim. Ash on his coat, wind in his skull. The world forgot, but his will's still full. No preacher's cross, no mother's prayer, just the click of steel in midnight air. He ain't a man, he ain't a ghost. He's what you see when you fear the most. One shot, one breathless flame, a shadow's truth with dead aim, locked and cold. Truth ain't told, it's bought and sold. He don't miss and he don't wait. He's the cost of every fate. So count your sins, don't play no game or face the fire
of dead aim. He rides through dust, through dread, not quite alive, not truly dead. But when you feel that frozen flame, you've met the man with dead aim.
Pounding slow through dust and ash. No trumpets sound, no thunders crash. Just silence thick as judgment's breath, and the scent of steel and promised death. She don't scream, she don't speak, just a shadow moving down the creek. Eyes like fire behind the veil. She rides the wind, she rides the pale. Vengeance rides a black horse, cold and still, with no mercy, no fear, and iron will. Coming closer with each breath you take, bringing storms that never break. Yeah, vengeance ride, and she won't be late. Tracks in the dirt, but no sound behind a reckoning carved in blood and time. The sins you buried, she always knew. She's got a bullet with your truth. You prayed too late, you ran too slow. She's already here, just riding low. No words, no face, no second chance, just the rhythm of that final dance. Vengeance rides a black horse dressed in night, with a soul made of fire and a heart gone white. No heaven calls, no hell to tame, just ashes left where she lays her name. Vengeance rides, and nothing stays the same. You hear that sound? She's coming round. Across the ground, every step I take don't make a sound. Stone by stone I walk that hill where the crosses wait and the night stands still. Names carved deep in weathered white, some I knew, some lost tonight. I came with guilt, I came along, trying to bury what I'm never shown. Midnight crosses cold and bare, standing watch in the midnight air. No salvation, no
sky was black, the wind blew through each grave I passed, held part of me like sins that never let me